Hi, everyone. Okay, here we go. Last time we talked, I was in the emergency room. Well, the next day, I had to go to back to the hospital. I had a ultrasound of my leg for blood clots, and there was none. And I had to do like a pre-admission, talk to somebody who was in charge, and they what to do. And they took more blood. I feel like I'm like out of blood right now because I've had like 3 times within the past 2.5 weeks blood taken. So they told me what would be, I'm going to stay overnight and, what would be expected, what to pack, and what they're going to do. And it would take a little over an hour to 2 hours for the hip replacement surgery if there's no complications. And they still hadn't gotten certain paperwork from my PCP doctor on testings that he sent me to get. So they asked me to call and when I got home. And so I figured, okay, I'll do that. And in the meantime, I got to see my psychiatrist, and he put in for a medication for my anxiety and supposedly a sleeping pill to help me sleep at night because of this neighbor. And so I took the anxiety pill last night with right after dinner. It was around 6:15. I took it right after dinner because I figured if I'm going to have an allergic reaction, maybe it won't be as bad towards the evening. I'll be going to bed. Well, I sped all night. I was speeding. I could not sleep. Oh my goodness, I was wide awake. I haven't slept. I laid in bed till about 5:30, tossing and turning. It made me very restless, and I feel like I'm hyper. Like I drank a ton of coffee, and I drink coffee anyway, and it doesn't make me feel this way. It's a really weird feeling. So I called the doctor. But before I called the doctors, I checked the supposedly sleeping pills he gave me, and they are not sleeping pills. They're like an antipsychotic pill. So when I said something to the nurse, I said, I'm not taking this sleeping pill. She says, which one is that? And I told her, she goes, that's not a sleeping pill. She says it will make you tired or drowsy for a little bit, but not much. And I'm thinking, why would he do something like that? So I told her, well, I'm not taking that. And I'll try taking the other pill during the day, like morning, she said, if it's going to give you energy. Well, I'm sorry I did because I'm unbelievable. I'm surprised I'm sitting here. I can't even talk because it's like, man, I wish I was on a motorcycle right now. I can go real fast just to get it out of me, it feels like. And I don't like it. So I'm not going to take that pill either. But I called, left a message, and hadn't gotten a call back. So then I didn't get the MRI of my knee today. No, I'm not doing that because they were going to give me a sleeping pill to get the MRI of my knee because it's on the same leg as the bad hip. And it would be too painful because I can't take pain meds. So I called because that sleeping pill would make me sleep for 7 to 8 hours. How am I going to do an MRI on my knee and then get up and get in the car and walk home? Barbara, how's Barbara going to carry me? You know what I mean? I couldn't. So I called. I said, why will you give me that? I forgot what they called it. It was a generic name, but for a name brand. And why would you give me a sleeping pill for 7 hours? I says, what am I going to sleep at the hospital for 7 hours? Well, if you have to. I have things to do. I have a dog. I have to get, ready to make sure Barbara's got the food, for her and all that and stuff like that. And plus I want to clean the house because I'm going to be coming home. I don't want nothing dirty. This is bone you're cutting into. So she said, we don't have to do the MRI. I says, I don't think we'd have to do an MRI period because my knee only hurts because of my hip. My knee wasn't hurting before. Well, anyway, I hung up and I go and I call the doctor, the PCP doctor, because when I was talking to the surgeon's nurse, she told me she still hadn't gotten the go-ahead from my PCP doctor to get my surgery. I says, all right, I'll give him a call. So I gave him a call. He want me to come in. So I have to go down to Cleveland now. I only have a half a tank of gas. I had to borrow $10 from the neighbor for gas because it's the end of the month. I'm broke. And yet I got to have enough gas to get to the surgery Monday. So go down to Cleveland. They do another PP test. I had a lot of PP tests done and blood work. They wanted to take more blood. I said, no. I had enough blood taken from me. I'm going to start getting lightheaded. Well, they found that the numbers were high for my kidneys, like an infection in my kidneys. And I had gotten that stomach virus about 3 weeks ago, and I had gotten tested, and I heard the one doctor say to the other doctor, "Well, it was a 16 then, now it's a 14." So the nurse practitioner that was seeing me comes in and says, "Do you have any thyroid problems?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "Oh, what about heart? Your heart fluttering?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay." "Well, you need to see a cardiologist after the surgery, and I need you to get that test on your thyroids here." And she's doing that. I don't know what they're talking about, like an X-ray or something. She says, "Well, you also have like an infection in your kidneys, and we want to make sure that you can have this surgery." They didn't want to approve it. They did not want to say, "Yes, you can have the surgery." They're going to leave it up to Dr. Deloche, my orthopedic surgeon. And I'm like, holy cow. So they're going to fax in these papers. So I called Dr. Deloche right afterwards and left a message saying that, I got done with the PCP doctor and they're going to be faxing everything over to you. So I haven't heard a call yet. But my PCP doctor called in, vitamin D. She wants me back on, I got to be back on vitamin D. I don't know why. I looked at my blood work. My vitamin D was fine, but she thinks after the surgery it might drop. Okay, fine. I don't want to, lose any more. I feel like I'm itching all over from this pill. I tell you, I'm shot out. I really don't. I can't. I don't. I would just want to go in the woods and live and let no one bother me because I can't handle this anymore. Everything I do is affecting me. It's crazy. It really is. I'm tired of it. I really am tired of it. So now I might not have surgery Monday. And that's the only day they can have surgery this month, and then I'll have to wait till next month. I understand if I have an infection, I don't want to have surgery. Yes, this is bone. This is something very dangerous. I can get a bad infection. But I just don't understand where this infection is coming from. I looked through my blood work because I keep all my blood work. I have blood work from 2012. Yeah, I keep everything like that because I like to go back and look to see if I'm keeping myself healthy. So I got to go online and look at the blood work, and I got to go in my filing cabinet, and I have my papers in there, and I'm going to compare it to Virginia because I was telling my daughter that my creatine levels were up, and I questioned that every time I got my blood taken, and they just blew it off. The doctors in Virginia, they told me, "Don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll check it next time." And next time it was a little high, and that's okay. So now I don't know if it's the creatine levels that they're checking here because they're not telling me 100% what they're looking at. And I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I really don't. I'm right now with this pill that I have in me, it makes me very confused, and I can't seem to be on a schedule like I usually am because I'm OCD, and if I need to vacuum, it's driving me nuts because I haven't vacuumed in a couple of days. You got to vacuum almost every other day here, or the sand is coming in, and I like walking barefooted in my house. And if I'm walking on sand, I might as well live outside, right? I like a nice clean floor. I really do, especially with no rug. It's a hard floor. And I don't like rugs on my floor. But poor Callie, she misses the rug that we had at Fieldstone because she sits at the door over here on the little orange rug there. She sits there and I'm like, "Oh, you poor thing, you missed the rug." So I was thinking about getting, if I can, from the thrift store, like a round rug she can lay on the floor, but that'll take a while before I get it. Now she's over here in the chair I bought her. I bought it for myself, but I can't lay in it because it flings too far back. So she's doing her afternoon sleep ritual. She's got to do it for her beauty. So in the meantime, I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I'm supposed to get an antibiotic that the PCP doctor sent in and a vitamin D. I'm glad I went back to that. And I haven't heard anything except a text message from Brookshire Brothers, and they said that I have 2 prescriptions, and I clicked on it, put my birthday in, and it showed that. But it said that my insurance isn't paying for one of them. So I've been calling Brookshire Brothers now for over 2.5 hours, and no one's answering the phone. And I don't want to get in the car to go up there to find out what it is. And all they got to do is send the paper to the doctor to do a referral, but I'll have to tell them. I had to tell them before a couple of times. My nose inhaler, my nose spray, my mouth inhaler, and my Nexium. I don't understand. I don't. Somebody explain to me, please, why people don't do their jobs. Why is Brookshire Brothers making these people work like they are? When it's a holiday, they should hire another pharmacist or other people to help them, that they're not answering their phones. Yeah, Brookshire Brothers is only maybe, 3 miles up? But there's traffic like crazy right now, and I just came from Cleveland. Now I have enough gas to get to the hospital in Livingston and back for the surgery, if I have my surgery. And if they don't call me today, I'm going Monday. I'll be there at 6 a.m. They'll have to turn me down because I just don't know. I'm not going to sit here, and just, I don't know. I'm talking funny now because my head is messed up with this pill. I don't like this pill. I don't want to take it. Oops, sorry. I got a scratch. So I figured I'd let you guys know what's going on. I just wish I could mellow out. I've been drinking my saffron tea because the tea mellows you out. It calms you down, brings your blood pressure down. My blood pressure, no lie, was 160 something over 90 something when I got there. And she did my left arm. And I said, honey, don't do my left arm. I had breast surgery. They took a lymph node out. You're not allowed to do it. Oh, okay. And she did it. And it came out that number. I says, you can't do this arm. You have to do this arm. So she put it on this arm, and it was 144 over 60. And they were concerned, the nurse practitioner was concerned about my slow heartbeat. It was 47. I have a very slow heartbeat. Even my ex-husband has one too. I think it's because we did a lot of outside work, and that she even said, I told her what kind of work I used to do when I was young, and she said that it can be possible, but she said when they put you under anesthesia, your heartbeat slows down even more, and she's a little worried about it. It's like, I don't know what to do. I want my hip fixed. I can't freaking walk. I'm going to have to start using the walker, and this walker ain't the greatest. I keep hitting my feet on it, and I don't know what to do. Somebody talk to me here. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck again. I really thought this was going to go through. I know I haven't gotten the call yet to say no, but I keep thinking, yeah, I'm going to go up to the hospital at 6 o'clock or whatever with Barbara, and they're going to turn us down. I'm just going to want to die. It's just 6 years, come on. Why is Lord waiting like this? What is the reason? It's just getting worse and worse. I can't even sleep anymore. When they did those x-rays of my hip yesterday, I was in so much pain. I don't take aspirin or Motrin, and all puts blood in my stool. I hate to say it like that on YouTube, but I got irritable bowel syndrome, diarrhea. I have to be careful. So I'll keep you guys informed. I'm going to try to vacuum. It seems like my plants are dying. I don't know if I'm overwatering them, especially my spider plant. I don't know if you can see it. I did pull all the dead leaves off. She's got a lot of babies, and I got to transplant the babies, but they're not ready, and they're starting to brown out. And I know I overwatered her, but she's been in the house. I haven't watered her in 3 days, and she still looks like she's dying. Then I thought maybe it's the fan. Did you like my sun goddess sign? Found that on Temu. I'm a Temu girl. This is from Temu. Okay, people. Thank you for watching me. Could you hit that like button and subscribe? That'd be cool. I appreciate every one of you that do watch me and answer me. It makes me feel like there's someone there because they won't tell me who you are until you comment to me. Leave me in the dark and feed me, you know what, because I'm just a mushroom. Okay, everyone, I love you. Have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you then, but I'm probably going to post more as soon as I find out what's going on. And I'm going to try to video in the hospital. I don't know what the laws are there. See, well, everybody else gets away with it on YouTube. Maybe I can too. But then my luck, I'm one in a million. Love you guys. Bye.